Hey guys, I'm Erik Peterson, and I'm a men's dating and relationship coach for 𝕉𝕚𝕚𝕝𝕚 And today's coaching video is called Dating Separated and Divorced Women. Now, as many of you know, these coaching videos is when one of you guys writes into me, and if I think it's a question that will be beneficial to my viewers and my subscribers, I answer your question in a video. And today's email came from a viewer who was involved with a woman who was separated and she was going through a divorce, but things just got too complicated for him or for her, and they had to go their separate ways. But now that the divorce has been finalized, he's trying to get things started again with her, but she's not exactly cooperating. So I'm going to go through his email and see if I could clarify some things for him and give him some tips on what he could do from here. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. All you have to do is head over to my website at 𝕉𝕚𝕚𝕝𝕚, click on the contact tab and shoot me a message from there. All I ask is that you keep your questions and messages to me rather short and to the point, really just 1 to 2 paragraphs max. Otherwise, I'm just not going to have time to read through them all. I get a lot of emails from you guys. And like I said, I just don't have time to read through these long emails. But I will get back to you as soon as I can in either a written response or a video response like I'm doing today, where I do keep your personal information private. But I do have to take care of my paying clients first, so if you're just a little patient, I usually get back to you, I would say within a couple of weeks. But if you need to get in touch with me right away, or you want to dive deeper into your situation where you can send a much longer email, the best way to do that is, again, head over to my website at 𝕉𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕝, click on the coaching tab, and there you'll see I have several options for you to choose from. I offer emergency email coaching that includes a response from me on weekends and holidays. And I also offer bi-weekly and monthly email coaching where I will work with you throughout that time period. And additionally, I offer phone coaching for my U.S. clients. Now, if you're outside the U.S., I will have something for you guys in the future in terms of phone or Skype coaching. But for right now, email coaching is the way to go. And I will post a link to both my contact page and my coaching page in the description down below. So let's get on to his email. He says, "Hi, big fan of your site and will make a donation this week." Well, thanks, man. I don't recall receiving a donation from you, but either way, I appreciate it, and I'm going to do a video for you anyway. He says, "I'm dealing with dating someone who was separated and in a messy divorce, kids, and a crazy ex. We had a great connection, but had to stop, and the divorce took 2 years." Yes, it could be incredibly difficult to date a woman who was separated or going through a divorce. Not only are there emotions all over the place, but she could go back to her marriage at any time and try to work things out, especially if there's kids involved. I think about a year ago, I did a video, I want to say it's called She May Reconcile with Her Husband. And it was a coaching video where a guy wrote into me and he was going through something very similar to that. She had been separated, I think, for a couple years already, and they had been dating, I don't remember exactly how long, but I think it was close to a year. And one day she just told him that she thinks she's going to try to work things out with her husband and try to give the marriage another shot. I mean, obviously he was very devastated by that, but this is why you have to be careful dating women in this particular area. You know, if they're separated or they're going through a divorce, ideally you want to wait until the divorce is finalized. Plus, as I mentioned, if you're waiting for that divorce to be finalized, I mean, it could take a while. I mean, this one, it took 2 years. I mean, if they're on good terms, if both spouses are on good terms and they're cooperating with each other and they're working things out, it's going to go a lot smoother and a lot quicker. But if their horns are locked and they're battling over custody of the children, who gets the house, who gets the cars, who gets the vacation home, you know, things like that, it's going to take a while. So that's something else you have to think about. He says, "Recently single, we talked once and she has liked to pick on social media but flaked and didn't respond when I asked her out. I told her to reach out when she is ready, and she said she absolutely would love to catch up. That was 2 months ago. And any different advice on this, as it isn't really an ex. She has always kept in touch and initiated contact, but doesn't engage. Well, first off, I would say that the fact that she has always kept in touch and she does initiate contact is a pretty good sign. I mean, you're not actually chasing her, and she's not avoiding you. She's reaching out to you. So I would say that's a pretty good sign from the get-go. But most likely she isn't completely healed from her divorce quite yet, hence why she's acting a little flaky. I mean, she's probably still grieving, trying to make sense of it all, trying to get her new life on track. I mean, all this could take quite a while. And as I just mentioned, when women are going through a separation or divorce, their emotions are all over the map, and it's extremely difficult for you as a man or the person on the outside to deal with it. I mean, it's difficult for her too, but she's going to be projecting that emotional roller coaster that she's onto you. So all those very extreme emotions, when she's upset, she's frustrated, she's angry, even if she's not upset and angry and frustrated with you, she's going to be projecting that onto you. And basically, you're going to be on that emotional roller coaster with her, and that's very difficult. So for all of you that, if you're involved with a woman who's going through a separation or divorce, my advice to you is to lovingly let her go and tell her to come find you when she's healed and she's ready to open her heart again, because right now her heart is not completely open to you. So it's going to be an uphill battle. Plus, a lot of women, once their divorce is finalized, they often dump the guy that has stuck it out with them throughout this entire process. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty shitty thing to do, but they just don't want to be reminded of this very difficult and terrible time in their lives. So it's really the best thing to do to just, like I said, lovingly let them go. Say, hey, sweetheart, I love you, but you're going through a lot right now, and I'll be here for you if you need me, but I think you need to get through this before we can continue with our relationship. I mean, she'll be understanding about that. She may not be happy about it, but she'll be understanding about it. Now, for the guy who sent me this email, I mean, you absolutely did the right thing. You told her that you want to see her and that she should get in touch with you when she's ready. And it's important that you stick to that and that you don't cave. You want to continue to demonstrate your high value by not chasing her until she's either ready, or maybe she's just not interested right now, or maybe currently not interested, but it could be she's just not interested and maybe she just sees you as a friend. I mean, that's something else you have to consider. I mean, she knows you asked her out. She knows you want to see her, and she even said that she would love to catch up. So right now, I would just take her actions as just not being ready. And what's very confusing is much of what I teach about women and attraction kind of goes out the window with women that are going through a separation or divorce, because, as I mentioned, their emotions are all over the map and her heart isn't open to a new relationship quite yet. So I've coached a few guys that are going through this, and they're very confused. They tell me I just can't wrap my head around this because she's not behaving the way that she should be. And that's true. And it's because she's on an emotional roller coaster. Her heart isn't open to a new relationship. So like I said before, you're going to be going through an uphill battle. And right now, honestly, it's just not worth it. I mean, she may be worth it, but all the grief and the emotional roller coaster is just not worth it until she's ready. So for right now, you just want to be patient, continue dating other women, working on your self-improvement. And I promise you, if you had that great connection that you're talking about and she had a high attraction for you, she's going to come find you when she's ready. I mean, having a very great connection with someone that you're also very attracted to is pretty rare. So people aren't going to just let that go. So, like I said, if she was very attracted to you and you did have this great connection, I mean, if she saw this to be the same great connection that you do, you will be hearing from her sometime in the future. So unfortunately, you may be with someone else by then, but you can't wait around for her because you don't know when she's going to be ready. It could take months, it could take years, or maybe never. I mean, you really just don't know, and you can't put your life on hold for a maybe. You just have to get back out there and just keep moving forward, and hopefully she'll come and find you, and the timing will be much better. So if you guys have found this video helpful, or any of my videos helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and for you to share it with any of your friends and family. And I would also really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and tick that little bell symbol next to it so you get real-time notifications of when I upload new videos. And in the description down below, not only will I have a link to both my contact page and my coaching page, but I also have a link to PayPal if you deem this video worthy of a donation. So that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.